27% non-payment. This was sorely needed. We need to put the fire back into our bellies to take on this government and absolutely defeat these water charges. There are certain people who thought you might have gone away. They honestly thought that this was all finished. But you have proven today that we're not gone away. Are we gone away? Are we going to come back? This is what is needed. They would love to have seen us gone away, and I know it's not going to happen. These are the people who don't understand what it's all about. They just don't get it. They don't get the fact that we're paying doubly for water. They don't get the fact that we're opposed to privatisation. They don't get the fact that after 7 years of austerity, of cuts, taxes, cuts in our wages, everything that's happened to us, they do not understand it. So no way! No way! This is about an undemocratic Europe. We've seen what happened to the people in Greece when they stood up to the IMF and the Troika. And that's what they're trying to do, is bully people, bully the European people into subjugation. We won't accept that, and we will make sure that in the next general election that is only around the corner, that we will put in progressive politicians who stand accountable with the people, for the people. James Connolly said, the weak only appear weak because we are on our knees. Arise. Well, I'm saying today, the weak only appear weak when we were on our knees. We are a risen people. We will not go back. We are here to stay, and we're going to fight our way in relation to this. I finish on this point. I would like to congratulate the Right to Water Union for both the Congress of Trade Unions, the belly of the Congress of Trade Unions Conference, and make the case to support the Right to Water campaign and against privatisation. And they won. And my union, the CWU, have called on all of the unions to stand with the Right to Water, to come out on the streets and support one another in solidarity. And I think that everybody that's in a union, in all unions, 50 the whole lot, should be going back to their forums and saying, we need you out there. We need to be standing with the communities and with the people and the politicians who are accountable to them. So here we go. We're here to stay, and we're not going away. Okay?
Thanks, Joan. Okay, Brendan has had to pop off for a second, so I'm going to introduce the next speaker. But before I do, can I ask you a quick question? Is this only about water? All right, then I want to tell you a quick story. A few years ago, my grandfather was brought into hospital. He spent 2 days on the trolley waiting to be seen. They thought he had lung infection, but it turned out to be lung cancer. 2 weeks later, he was dead. 80 years of age, waiting 2 days on his trolley and an 8 to be seen. A year later,